Ooh, 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 ooh. We are doing gratitude. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's gratitude time. It's love morning. Yeah, love morning. This song sucks, and I hope you forgive me. And if we find that there's gratitude to share, I hope that you will join me and trip to your underwear. Gratitude, love morning, part of Hug Nation. Yeah. Oh man, that was not much of a song. So if you're still here, thank you for your patience and understanding. Welcome. Good morning. Just had a sound stop, which made me frightened. You could see it in my face. Good morning. This is Love Morning. If you are here, say hello so that we know that you're here. One of the main reasons for this gathering is to know that we're not alone. Start the day feeling that we are connected with like-minded, open-hearted people like you, like Rachel. Good morning, Rachel. Good to see you. And good morning, Gerbot. And good morning, Razorblade. Rachel says, hugs and love from the Dido. What's the Dido? Hello, Alex. Good morning to you. It is overcast and gray in San Diego. Yay. Hey, I do love a little bit of overcast. Happy hump day. Is that what it is? It's Wednesday? I was originally going to be out of town this week, so I'm kind of in staycation mode. I've been, relaxed with my commitments and my calendar. So if you say it's hump day, I believe you. Escon. Oh, Escondido. I see. Thanks, Rachel. The Dido. I like that. Good morning, Christopher. Christopher says, I'm grateful for all the color out my window. And that is Chicago, right? We do not have said colors. Our trees do not change. Some of them drop leaves. We have a few trees that drop leaves, but it's not like Midwest. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, everyone who is here for this Love Morning, which is a part of Hug Nation, which is, I'm sure you know. If you don't, shoot me a note. I would love to direct you to different places, or you can go to johnston.com and see the many avenues of expression. It's something that I've been thinking about lately, is of maybe doing a little bit more focused creativity, putting my energy into specific realms more so than splattering everywhere. Like I'm posting, most days to Instagram and Facebook, and I have a Medium and even TikTok occasionally, and and I'm still doing some writing, and I'm working on a course, and maybe just on the YouTube, right? So maybe just really getting focused on one. I've seen that advice from a number of people. And maybe slowing down a little bit, and instead of just posting everything every day as soon as I do it, maybe create and hold back things and publish them at strategic times. I don't know what I'm talking about. Good morning, Kiri. So I am grateful for a breathwork opportunity last night. My friends, Eric and Tasha, they have been getting into breathwork, and they have a professional come to their home, and they invite people over in this beautiful backyard space on this beautiful deck, and let us in it was like an hour breathwork, about 45 minutes of breathing. And it felt like it went, when they asked how long do you think we breathe, and I said 20 minutes. It was a very guided, at times heavy, but mellower, less intense than some of the breathwork I've done in the last year, including holotropic and a few other versions of that. But it was wonderful. It was much more, it was a physically massive presence and no mind experience for me, which was great because I was a little rattled yesterday. I just felt a little off. Things just, even without thoughts of things being wrong, I just felt a little wrong yesterday. So the breathing was really nice to regulate. And I had a really beautiful conversation with Eric too that I'm grateful for, about really increasing my prioritizing of health, and specifically lack of pain. I have not been dedicating as much time to stretching, to yoga, to exercise as I think a healthy version of myself would. So I'm trying to shift my priorities to pain-free over productivity, over anything else. I'm trying to work on that. So I'm grateful for Eric for helping me with that recalibration. Chris was mentioning that, and Twitter, posted on Twitter, if there still was Twitter. I don't post on X much anymore. I used to post there, but I just have not been, I look at it every once in a while, but it's not, and I haven't started using Threads. Does anybody here use Threads? The Instagram version of Twitter? Maybe I should. Good morning, Trish. Good to see you. So wonderful to see you. If anyone else has something that they're grateful for, would love to hear what it is. I so appreciate shared gratitude. And if you appreciate shared gratitude, come join to one of our Hug Nation gratitude circles in Zoom at noon West Coast time, at 6 p.m. West Coast time, or 3 in the morning, which is noon European time. I was told yesterday that the noon ones are quite different and very fun. So I am going to have to put on a pot of coffee and stay up till 3, or maybe set my alarm. Maybe that would be fun. Be a groggy-eyed good morning. Good morning, Painty. So I'd mentioned, I don't know if you, do you see the title and description when I post? I'm not even sure if it's working, but I did mention that I was going to, a topic on my mind this morning is the Burning Man response to the Hamas attack. And specifically, I'm noticing more and more people angry at Burning Man for not taking more of a stance. And so, like the regional representatives from Israel stepped down in a public statement saying we cannot, be a part of this anymore. We're unsatisfied with your response. And I've had people challenge me and say, like, aren't you going to say something? Look at all these people that were at a festival. Before we even knew that there were burners there. And I was kind of like, should that matter? Like, should I be more upset because it was a festival? I guess it hits closer to home. It might be, maybe feel more like, ooh, that could be me, which was, I think, I just saw a video this morning it started with like, this is Burning Man, it's this and this and this. Well, guess what else is this? And is just like Burning Man, and it showed the event that was attacked. And kind of like, shame on you, Burning Man, for not taking more of a stance about this. And so I'm going to just read you what the response that Burning Man did take, and then explain to you my feelings on it. And so if this is not a topic that is interesting to you, you feel free to cruise elsewhere. For a few minutes. Okay. Burning Man said, Burning Man is a global community, and we make room for all who want to join. We are deeply affected by and condemn the terror attacks and the ongoing violence in the Middle East. We stand against hatred and prejudice. We stand against the horrific and deliberate killing of civilians. We mourn for the innocent lives lost, including those of friends and loved ones who are celebrating life and togetherness. We hold the participants and leaders of the Burning Man Midburn regional event especially close. We feel it is important to add our voice to the international outcry over these atrocities. We're a community built on love, compassion, and understanding. We will continue to be that community and hope the world will follow. We urge advocacy towards a peaceful resolution. Now, to me, that feels exactly like what Burning Man should say. And I'll tell you the reasons why I support Burning Man in exactly what they did. First of all, who is Burning Man? Who are they speaking on behalf of? Burning Man isn't like a company. We've got a president that's speaking as our leader. We're not a country that we elected officials to speak on our behalf. Burning Man, the organization, is the group that organizes the aspects of an event that we can't do ourselves. They don't speak on our behalf. They don't represent us on issues outside of the events. So I don't like the idea of Burning Man taking stances on causes, even ones that everyone should believe in, because that's not what Burning Man is intended for. In fact, number two, I don't think Burning Man should be taking stances. There should not be an activism component of Burning Man as an organization. Sometimes I will get comments from people on Burning Man videos, and they'll say, "You hypocrites, you waste so much carbon and so much gas, and you say you're a green event, you hypocrites." And I'm like, whoa, hypocrites? Like, we never said we were a green event. It's a radical self-expression event. If your radical expression means that you keep filling a bowl of gasoline and let it evaporate, as long as you don't spill it on the ground and create moop and mess with the environment, you're allowed to do that. Because who are we to say what a good or a bad or a proper expression is? Burning Man is not, it's not art that is good. It's not art that is politically correct. It's not art that is pro-peace. It's not art that is helping people. No, it's just expression. Anything that you are called to do authentically, it is welcome, with the understanding that it must be a gift and it cannot infringe upon the liberties or rights of another. That's within the gifting principle. It says that. So you can't inflict upon people, but anything that you want to create, as long as it doesn't mess with people, yes. So within that context, there is something really significant there. And which is that the power of that container is that anything goes. So that if you are trying to access your creativity, you can really open the pipeline. Anything can come out that comes out. Okay, it's a racially insensitive puppet show. Okay, you can do that. Now, people might not like it. They might not want to attend, but who's to say that doesn't need to get expressed and doesn't have some purpose in the world? Who's to say that your gas-guzzling, non-green sculpture doesn't inspire you or someone else to figure out some solar solution? And I absolutely have stories of Ken. Ken is this gentleman who tells me each year about how he was inspired through Burning Man and what he saw there to dedicate his life to solar solutions, and powered the temple this year with solar and does all these amazing projects. So it is within the allowance of all that we can access things that we couldn't if we were restricting access. Once you start trying to edit what comes out of you creatively, you're tightening the pipeline and you're not accessing everything. And we live in a world, right? Einstein says we cannot solve these problems with the same thinking that we created them. So who's to say that our judgment about what's right or wrong or good or bad is keeping us from the solutions that we need? So this container of accepted radical self-expression is a critical part of it. And once you start restricting it and saying, well, that's not politically correct. That's not environmentally sound. That's not in line with the acceptable politics of the day. You lose something very significant about the freedom of expression of Burning Man. So the other aspect that it seems significant is that if they made a statement that was anything more specific than what they did, if they mentioned any specifics about Israel or Palestine, it would have been chaos. I'm not sure what your social media looks like, but it's filled with people who are absolutely convinced and with conviction and passion and compassion about a narrative and a different narrative. And there are narratives that are well thought out and brilliant and historical. They do not have consensus. So the only thing that Burning Man should be doing is making a statement that could be agreed upon by all of its participants. If you're going to have radical inclusion, then don't speak on behalf of just some of us. So I think they did the right thing. What do we all agree on? Terrorism's bad. Killing innocents is bad. We have compassion. Our hearts go out to people affected by it, and we hope that that we are working towards peace and solutions. Beyond that, that is a discussion. Those are conversations for the individuals. And ideally, this space of freedom, this environment that allows us to find our passions and find our voices, inspires individuals to find the communities, to find the organizations where activism in the directions that we are called to, we can put our energy there. It is because that is a truly powerful thing. If you get dialed into something that you are passionate about and you act in that direction, rather than what you think you should do, that is a sustainable form of energy. And so I've seen people, you come to Burning Man and you start to listen to who you are and what's passionate about you, and you are passionate about the environment, perhaps. Maybe you weren't before. Or you suddenly realize mental health and personal growth and trauma work. Oh, I want to work in that direction. Oh, I want to work on poverty solutions or creativity. But it's the individuals deciding that this is where the energy of my life should go towards. I think Burning Man helps people find that. Burning Man is to help us find the points of our swords of our battles. It is not to fight the battles for us or choose what side of the battle, or even if it's like, dude, why didn't Burning Man come out anti-Trump? Well, because it's not what it's for. It's to inspire us to find our voices and act in the world. Because once it starts telling us what's the right and wrong way to think and do and be and express, it's not Burning Man anymore. And it loses its power. So that is what I have to say for that. Honestly, I feel nervous about speaking any words about the recent atrocities, terrorist attacks, and continued war that we're in the middle of. But hopefully I did not say anything that is triggering anyone and causing anyone to well, maybe it is good. Be triggered if you're triggered. And I'm open to feedback, corrections, etc. And with that, I love you. And we can share more about that if you like, or we can share more gratitude. And I will say hello to the people that I've missed. Good morning, Terry. Oh, what a treat to see you this morning. And hi, New Wave Nails. And Michelle. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Gerbot says, agreed. The org is responsible for things inside the container they built for us out on the playa. It's best they limit their scope to that. Jason says, I have gratitude for me for keeping up the good fight when everything was going wrong. Bravo, Jason. I think that's a great practice of gratitude for yourself. I have a men's group that always ends with taking a moment to think of something that you love about yourself. I think that's an awesome practice. Danielle, good morning, and thank you. Love you. I am grateful that I am on a little bit of a staycation this week and enjoying a relaxed tempo. Grateful to see everyone's faces who's here. A minute or two more if anyone wants to share any more gratitude that they have, and then we will have a hug and go off into our days. What else am I grateful for? I'm grateful that I still have 30 minutes left in the Beckham 4-part series on Netflix that I was really enjoying. And grateful for the show Gen Z, the extension of The Boys, which initially I was like, this is going to suck based on the trailer, but I think it's super good. If you like The Boys, but don't watch The Boys unless you've read about it a little bit, because it's super intense. It is not for the weak-stomached or for children. It's like superhero story, really dark, and done with high production values. Well, with that, wherever you are, let's have a hug. And as you feel this body, let's be grateful for our health, for all the things working in our bodies. And then extend that grasp so that you're holding me and those of us here feeling connected in this place beyond the physical. Grateful for our shared gratitudes, for our interconnected lives, for the understanding we're all doing the best we can, forgiving ourselves and forgiving others, sinking into that place of shared humanity as we take a deep breath in. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and you, gorgeous love ambassadors, thank you for being here for our Love Morning and Hug Nation. Have an incredible Wednesday. Chris says, grateful for my goggles. These are the goggles that I wore to look at the eclipse. Good morning, Zoe. Zoe says, grateful today for white face paint and balloon animals, keeping myself playful and clowny through the healing journey. That is awesome. Happy Wednesday, Trish. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Terry. Thanks, Razorblade and Gerbot. Have an amazing Wednesday. See you soon. If I can figure this out. There it is.